You are now listening to Mondays with Mike Martinez.
Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Mondays with Mike. I'm joined by my good friend, Fernando FM Pools. I fucking love this guy. Fernando, let's introduce you, bro. Where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
So I was born in Nayarit, Mexico, and you know, we came to the States. My dad would bring us over here to the States when we were kids, you know, coming back and forth, and you know, we ended up staying here like when we were like maybe 11 years old. When I was 11 years old, then after that, you know, we went to high school. And
where'd you grow up here?
In Azusa.
In Azusa.
Yeah. So
your dad was able to come back and forth?
Yep.
So your dad had papers?
Yeah. Well, yes, he had papers, and then he did all the application to get us, you know, legal here, and then from there, you know, we end up staying here when I was 11. Yeah.
Did you like it more here or Mexico?
It's a whole different lifestyle, man. Over there, you know, you grow up. It's a little bit different than growing up here. You know, you're minimal on things, but I think overall, I think the kids are more happier over there with little bit of things they have.
Free.
You know, yeah.
Stressful here.
Yeah. Here, you're stressed, no matter what.
Did you guys have money? Did your parents come from money?
No. My dad, he was basically working in the fields, cotton field, and then he would travel back and forth to Mexico while we were over there. Then he didn't like the States. He would just come, do his work, take a little bit of money, and then go back over there. And then afterwards, you know, he ended up being in construction. That's when we were kind of stable here. And you know, that's he was doing a union curb and gutter. So that's where he was at. Yeah.
And how many brothers are you?
So I got 5 siblings. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
So was it hard growing up? Like, would you go back and forth all the time? Mexico
No.
Here?
Yeah. So I was hearing. I did kindergarten here when I was younger, and then once we finished that, we went back over there, and I did. Actually, I did 1st and 2nd grade over there, and then we came back again. And then we stayed here for a couple like a year or so, and then we went back again, and then we came back again over here.
What's your education level? Where'd you?
So I did high school. I finished my high school diploma. I got my high school diploma, and then I did only 1 year of college, which was just a basically air conditioning certificate, and you know that's how I kind of started in the hands-on. Yeah.
So that was my next question for the audience. So just to give you guys some background, I have a pool that Fernando built for us in 2017. My very first house that I bought. It's my main house where we live. It's being remodeled right now, but that pool was about $250,000 roughly.
Yep.
Beautiful pool. I think it's probably one of the best in Rancho Cucamonga, just to be honest.
Yep.
His quality, Fernando, excuse my language, Fernando does not fuck around. So that's how we met in 2017. So I kind of gave it away, but can you tell the people exactly what business you're in?
So we built from start to finish a design of swimming pool backyards. You know, if you want grottos, slides. In your case, you know, we did a grotto slide, swim bar. We did the patio cover. We did pavers. So we start off with a 3D design. We make sure we satisfy the customer in regards to 3D before even going into construction. I think that's the most important thing, that the customer is satisfied with the design, and then the rest of it is a piece of cake for us.
So what I want my team to do is to get the video from the original design before you built it. I still have it. I show it to people sometimes. In 2017, before you started building, and I want to take video of what it looks like now and some pictures so that my team sees, you know, how the transformation, so people get an idea. because, dude, you made that thing look almost identical to the 3D design. And so let me ask you this, and we'll come back. We'll circle back to these other amazing topics that I personally enjoy. But how did you get into this business?
So when I got to this business, it was from my brother Juan, which he's my partner. He was a service tech for Hayward. So he introduced me to Malin's Pool Construction, which I did. I started as a plumber there. Then that's how we started. Yeah, that's how I started in the industry. So basically, in the trenches. That's how I started. I started in the trenches. I started, getting yelled at, obviously, by the superior.
Were you a licensed plumber when you started doing pools?
No. We were. I was just a laborer, basically. How
long ago was that?
Gosh, I want to say maybe like 23 years ago. I want to say.
And then you ended up working with this company that builds pools as their plumber.
Yes.
Like were they subbing it out to you, or did you work for them?
No. I just worked at. I started my work there, so I started basically. I learned. That's where I learned. Then afterwards, what we did, me and Juan, we started the company, and you
got your license
as a plumber, yeah. And then we got our license. And then after that, we were doing plumbing work for other companies. That's how we started the business, doing the as a subcontractor.
Did you have a plumbing license to do that?
No, we had a contractor state license which is a C53 for pools. So within that
with
branch,
that you can already do plumbing.
Yeah. With that branch, yeah.
So you were just doing plumbing?
Yeah, we were just doing plumbing.
Because you build that from like scratch right now.
Yeah.
Like my backyard was all rocks and dirt.
Yeah.
And now it's like a resort.
Yeah. So I started off for plumbing, and then after the years after that, we were doing a lot of work. So I was doing everything. It was me and two other crews, and.
That's when you started your business?
Yeah, that's when I started the business.
But you were only doing plumbing?
Yeah, we were only doing plumbing and electrical, yeah.
Okay, so how difficult was it to start that business with your brother? Like, how difficult was it?
So at the time, I was about 25 years old when I started this. At the time, it was basically, so we had so much experience doing plumbing that it was easy for us to do the work, but was the difficult part about it. It was getting a new contractor or having that trust from them, for us to do the work.
The sales side, like gaining clients.
And that's when gaining clients, and that's where Juan was doing most of that. I was out in the field, and we had another truck out there, and we're just we're doing about. Gosh, I want to say 4 to 5 pools a week of plumbing.
So the challenge was the business side.
Yeah.
Finding clients.
Yep.
Gaining clients, and you were focusing on pool contractors, pool builders.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So what happened then?
So after that, I want to say 5 years into the business, within those years, I would say, we started doing work for relatives. Relatives would do referrals to us, like, hey, we started building pools. And then afterwards, you had
the confidence,
to
build from scratch.
So once you're in that field. Once you're in that field, you start getting experience. You start reading plans. You start getting experience, like the rebar, like excavation, how everything has to be done. With measurements and all of that. It takes a while to learn all of that, but once you accomplish like that whole I would say the process, then you're like, okay, well now we could start doing it ourselves. So and that's how we started. We started with relatives, friends. The friends would tell their friends, and then it got to the point where we're like, we don't even need to work for any subcontractors. You know,
You're
we
so
start.
busy.
Yeah, we're already so busy that we didn't need to. And
How long did it take to get to that point?
to that point, it took us about maybe 7 years, I want to say.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, 7 years to get to that point.
So to go from like plumber, electrician, for pool contractors to doing it yourself from scratch.
Yeah. And you know, we started in 2006, then the economy crashed
Yes.
after that. So we were still busy, but not that busy, I would say. You know,
That's when you started building the pools yourself from scratch?
no, that was afterwards. That was so when the economy crashed, that was when we were still plumbers at that time. So
what year do you think you started building all the way from scratch?
probably 2011, around there. Yeah.
And how did that go?
It started going good. I was trying to everything. It was kind of natural for me to do all of that. You know, because when you have that experience in the field, you know what to expect from the guys, and you know what's right and what's wrong. And if there's something wrong going on, which, you know, not everybody's perfect, and you know, there's always going to be something there. You know what I mean? So you just try to catch it when you're working in the field.
Do you remember how your revenue changed from the days when you were a plumber, electrician for the other contractors to when you started doing it? Do you remember like the difference in gross revenues?
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Was it dramatic or was it not a big change?
It was. What changed a lot was my labor. So you know, after being, you know, out in the field of the trenching and sweating all day, you know, 10, 12 hours out in the field in the sun, you know, compared to me going out, giving estimates, designing, all of that, you know, that changed a lot. The revenue, it did change, you know, but it didn't change dramatically at the beginning. You know, it started changing afterwards when we were building more pools.
It sounds like your expenses went up, but your top line didn't dramatically. So you kind of felt like you were making the same amount of money, collecting the same amount of cash from clients, but your expenses were going up.
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then when did it start changing where your top line started going up?
So it started changing probably, I want to say, 2012 to 2013. So 2012 was when I started in that community where you live at. So 2012. So that made like, and I'll tell you why it changed. Because once I started with one job there, I did about 5 in the same block within the same months. And then I started moving my way up.
Were these all the new builds?
Yes, they were all the new builds.
Yeah, because most of them don't come with pools.
Yeah, I think your house wasn't even built yet when I started in that community. Yeah. So
Is that still your number one community?
I still build there. Like every year, I still build like 2 to 3 every year there.
What other areas now?
So my main area is Rancho Cucamonga, and then but you know, I go all over the Inland Empire. So
you focus on the Inland Empire?
Yeah.
Going to Orange County and LA is too exhausting, huh?
Yeah, too exhausting.
So you're the king of pools in the IE.
Well,
I see you like that. So you know, it's funny. I'm gonna go off track a little bit, but in 2012, I had a business partner, and I don't remember exactly how I got your contact information from him, but in 2014, we split, and I still had your contact information. I forgot how I got it from him, but my old business, my very first business partner, Renee.
Yeah, Renee. I remember.
You remember Renee?
Yeah.
So I don't even know how, because I didn't get my house. I didn't buy my house till 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So me and him split up in 2014. So 3 years later, I still had your contact information.
Wow.
I don't remember why, because I wasn't even a homeowner. I don't remember how I got your contact info. But then I ran into a few people that knew of you. They knew of you as the master of design. That's how they knew you. So they said, hey, bro, if you're going to build the pool, like, make sure that he does your design. If you decide not to use him to build, just make sure he does your design, because he's fucking badass. And I remembered that. And then when you started doing the design, I think it was like $1,000 or $2,000. You're like, but if I do the work, I'm not going to charge you for the design.
Right.
You know? And when I seen that 3D, I'm like, oh shit, this is nuts. I'm like, and back then I didn't have money like that. I was like, $250K down, it's a lot. Like, I had to get a loan and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about that, because even right now, I just bought a property in Jurupa Valley, Mira Loma, an acre and a half. Fernando designed my ranch. And you guys are going to see that come to fruition very, very soon here. When do you think we'll start on the wall?
On the wall, we're going to start next week.
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
But that design, so I want my team to do me a favor, and I want my team to put the link to the design and maybe get the 3D design, the visuals, so they can see it. And we're going to compare how close he gets to the actual design. Because that's the goal all the time, right?
Yep. It's 95%. I think it's all the designs are 95%, and that 5% is just the colors that you pick out.
It could be little things like my pool. When you built the slide, when you designed it, when you were in the middle of construction, you're like, hey, I would like to close the top.
Yeah.
And what do we call that? A tree bark?
Yeah, like a tree bark. Yeah.
A tree bark. It looks badass. And you probably don't even remember this. You're like, I'm never going to charge you the upgrade.
Yeah.
You said,
remember.
I just want to build it.
Yeah.
You're like, I just want it because I know it's going to look badass right here.
Yeah.
And I think that's like a huge thing that catches people when they come in. It looks like there's a huge freaking tree that just found my pool.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, but it's the slide.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, Natalie is going to probably want to change a couple things here and there during construction, but the structures, that can't change anymore, right?
It could.
I mean, for a fee.
Yeah, it could, but yeah. Yeah, it's. I think your pool, specifically that we're talking about your pool, I think I wouldn't change anything on your pool. I actually wanted to do my pool like your pool.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
but my wife didn't. Yeah. No, because like the whole swim up bar, but my wife didn't want to. Yeah, she's like, it's not going to be a party pool. It's more for the kids.
The kids are going to get older one day. They're going to want to party.
Yeah,
My son's already 21. He uses it and how old was he?
He was just 17, a little boy.
Almost 8 years ago. Like, he was like, what, 13 years old. So, and now he goes with his friends and he drinks in the pool and he's partying. So, nice. Dude, but it's amazing. So let's talk really quick about, so you've been in business now how long?
19 years.
19 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like it wasn't too hard for you. It was more time. It was, you had to be patient to grow. Right. It took you a long time to grow.
Yep.
Do you remember, do you have any idea how much your revenue was when you started your business at the beginning? Do you remember about how much money you generated?
So when I started, as a plumber, I think, gross was like 700,000.
If that,
yeah. 600,000 maybe. Yeah.
What do you think you grossed? I know you don't have the exact number, but what do you think you grossed last year?
Last year, probably like around 5 million.
What do you think you'll do this year?
This year's been up and down. It's been up and down.
Do you think we're in a recession?
Yeah, not really. No, I don't think we are, to be honest with you. But it's just people are afraid, probably. The loans. Comparing it to last year, or the year prior to that, I had more customers that were taking out loans because of the interest rates were a lot lower. Now this year, I could count with my 2 hands of loans people that have been.
What I've been seeing a lot on social media, that there's like a new millionaire every 45 seconds.
What the?
In the world.
What?
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's facts, but I've been seeing it a lot on social media. I mean, it's probably true if you're saying that people are not taking out loans,
right?
But if they have money, they don't want to spend it. Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah.
They're scared because they don't know what's going to happen in the next few years.
Yep.
So we did some math, And you said that your average job is about 120,000,
Right.
or was that the lowest?
That's the lowest. That's probably the average job that, without the bells and whistles, I would say.
So 120K, if 5 million, we're talking about roughly $120,000 average job. 45 jobs a year is probably what you did last year, roughly.
Right.
Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Dude, how do you have the bandwidth? Like, how big does your team have to be to do that many jobs?
I guess it's so we do have three crews of hardscape, and we have our plumbers and electricians. So a lot of the bigger machinery, like excavation, shotcrete, and the plaster, we sub out.
Okay.
We do own ourselves machinery, heavy machinery like excavators, skid steers, for the guys to take them out, the plumbers or our hardscape guys to have on site. So that's a really plus. That's like eliminating like 3 to 4 guys there, with the machinery. A lot of the companies don't have that, or they rent it, or and you can't be renting it all the time because it's all your profit margin is gone. But anyways, so we use our subcontractors as well.
You leverage a lot of subs.
Yeah, well, for the excavation, shotcrete, and the plaster, yeah.
Okay.
And those help us out within, that process.
Do you have any specific plan for growth between now and next year?
I think I want to, first of all, I think I want to make sure that the customers get the best price out there with the best quality. With that being said, I'm thinking of negotiating prices with all my subs, trying to see if we could offer the customers better pricing. That's kind of my goal, which is going to take for us to build a lot more pools, maybe, and hopefully our revenue goes up.
I feel like you're not cheap, but I feel like you're not super expensive either. Mm-hmm. I feel like you're very fair priced. Maybe it's just me because I kind of feel like I'm your boy now, but I feel like you're very fair with your pricing, and the quality, I mean, hands down. Like in California, I don't flip houses, and I've been fucked many times by contractors in my own properties. Mm-hmm. I don't trust contractors. But you're one contractor that I can literally put my name behind, mm-hmm. and I'll refer you all the time because for the same reason, because I feel like you're very reasonable with your price. You're not cheap. If people are it's a luxury to have a pool. Mm-hmm. It's a luxury to have a nice backyard. It's a luxury to have a beautiful driveway. It's a luxury to have a fucking crazy ranch that we're about to build. It's a luxury, right? Mm-hmm. You have to be prepared to pay a reasonable price. Right? And the quality is obviously there. So aside from that, dude, I think that you're a design genius. I feel like you're so creative and kind of know how to put things together where it just comes out like a masterpiece.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that how you feel?
I put a lot of time into any kind of design. If it's going to be $100,000 job, or if it's going to be a $300,000 job, I try to put a lot of time and thought on hearing what the customer wants and all that. That's really important to me. Sometimes when the customer tells me about, hey, I want this and I want that, but sometimes it doesn't work like how they're envisioning it. So I'll try to incorporate a lot of the things that they want, but in a different way. And sometimes they're like, oh my God, wow, I didn't even know it was going to look like that. Yeah. So I think it's design work. I love doing design more than being out in the field. What other plans for growth do you have? Because I know you too well to know that you're good with 5 mil. Mm-hmm. Like, how are you gonna get to 10 mil? Yeah, that's a good question. I think me and Juan have to get we have to sit down and see if we want to bring in more people with us, more advertising, more. We don't do much advertising. We only do Yelp, and that's it. That's all we do. And in bringing a sales guy in, because You know, I'm the one that's selling the jobs. I'm the one that's designing, partially project managing. Juan does mostly all the project managing and takes care of the guys, sends them out here or there, wherever they need to go. So I got to see if we could make the team bigger for something like this. But as it is, we still want to be able to offer that quality, you know, the customer service that we try to offer.
Did you tell me that you were going to get your GC license too?
Yeah.
So what was the plan behind that?
So, you know, the plan is always for me to build houses. That's one of the things.
Is that like a passion?
Yeah, that's one of the things that I want to do. Maybe in 5 years from now, maybe, you know, buy land and build a house, and build it for myself, and then from there, you know,
see what happens.
and see what happens. Yeah.
But your focus right now, still in the next few years, is just growing the pool business.
Yes.
Because you're so freaking good at it. They say the riches is in the niches, and you have like I feel like you could be literally just like the main pool person or company just in the Inland Empire, which I think you're pretty freaking known.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So, all right, dude. I want to thank you for your time today. I want people to know how can people find you?
So they could find me at, you know, I have a website. It's under fmpoolsca.com. Facebook.
Social media?
All social media.
FM Pools.
FM Pools, yep.
Guys, if you are ever wanting to build a pool, I'm telling you that this is the guy. Unfortunately, you have to be located in this area. How far out do you go?
So we go all through Inland Empire, from the 215. Well, dude, from the 210, all the 210. You know, San Bernardino, Rancho Cucamonga, Chino Hills.
Have you
Riverside
done
County.
Projects in Orange County?
Yes, we used to do a lot of them over there.
And no?
Not no more, man. The drive over there, man. The drive kills the guys. You know, all the guys are local, and they don't want to do that drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
like
I
they're.
understand that. So I'm super excited to show you guys the ranch that Fernando's going to be building. Let's just wrap up really quick because I want to talk about that. So the ranch, I paid a little under $1 million for an acre and a half in Mira Loma, prime real estate. It's in the heart of Jurupa Valley. Fernando lives in Jurupa Valley, so he's very familiar. Mm-hmm. And Fernando, why do you think I'm so excited to have you build that ranch?
I don't know, because I'm passionate about it. You know, I have horses myself. I love that. You know, I put a lot of time into that whole thought.
Can we share what your wife asked you when you were building the design, when you were creating the design? What did your wife ask you?
Is that our ranch? Because, you know, I told her that, you know, obviously, like I told you, I wanted to build my own house and all that. And she thought I was building my ranch. And I was like, no, this is for Mike.
How many horses do you have?
So between me and my brother, we got about maybe 7 or 8 horses.
7 years, yeah. I know we've talked about it. So, number one, I'm excited because the design that you did for my pool was almost identical. Mm-hmm. And everybody that goes to my house in Rancho and they see my backyard, whether it's daytime or nighttime, they're fucking impressed.
Yeah.
Right? And that design was like, I think the design was 95% there, like you said. Mm-hmm. But I feel like in person, you upgraded a lot of things, and you made it even better. So I'm excited because you know, like where everything needs to go. You're a horse person, so you know this would be. And then I remember you said, I told you when you said, dude, I would love to have a property like this and build a ranch myself. I said, can you do me a favor, bro? And can you build your dream ranch right here for me?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll do that. So that's why I'm super excited. And what do you think the project is going to cost me overall?
You're probably looking like 500.
Like 500K?
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably looking around that.
How long do you think it's going to take us?
So the biggest thing is going to be the architectural and you know, getting permits. That's probably a couple months on that. The actual construction maybe like about 3 to 4 months. So, you're looking at maybe like about 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Yeah, 6 months, around that range. Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I hope you're excited as we are. I want to thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. If you guys want to see some of Fernando's designs, don't you have some on YouTube?
Yeah.
I know you have mine on YouTube. What's your YouTube
It's
channel?
under Fernando Carrillo.
Fernando Carrillo.
Yeah, FM Pools.
FM Pools.
Yep.
Yeah, go check out some of his designs and make sure you guys comment. Tell me which ones, what properties you like the best. And we'll see you guys next time on Mondays with Mike. Let's get it.
Thank you.
All right, Javi, that's a wrap.